like, what you mean Hitler was a great man? He was just like, look, how he started and his principles, they were great. It was just everybody else that made it go bad. And at this point, I'm just like, nah, we not about to talk about this. We're not. I'm just like, well, let's go to the next question. Like, what's the next question? And he was just like, what's your political views? And I'm like, huh? He was like, what's your political views? Are you Republican or Democrat? I was like, I kind of don't really have a party, but I kind of lean more towards the Democratic side, I guess. I guess you could say that. But I don't really have a party. I just know who I would like and who I wouldn't like, you know? And he was just like, okay, well, I'm a Republican. I'm all for Trump. I am all for Trump. And I'm like, oh, okay. He was like, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna explain like why, because he did so much for like the world as a whole. I'm like, what do you mean the world as a whole? He's like, he brought so many jobs back. Everybody thought that Obama did it, but no, it was Trump that brought those jobs back. He did so much for the military. Like he is pro military. You know, I'm a veteran. And I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, Marlon, I honestly, I don't really like talking politics. Like I don't like. That's one of out of everything that we could talk about. I will sit there and talk about everything, anything, any and everything. But politics, I'll listen to you, but I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's okay to have different views. But sometimes if you have opposing views, people take that and run with it. Like they take it and be like, oh my god, you're da, 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 da. So I just would rather not talk about politics at all. So I'm just like, yeah, we ain't gotta talk about the politics. Like, we ain't gotta talk about politics. So then we continued on the game and we did not talk about politics, and then the night ended. And the next day, woke up. I told Marlon that I was gonna let him and Dougie have their time together, because we've all been together since she been here, and that's his friends. I'm gonna get them their time, so I'm gonna go to my friend's house, spend time with my friend. So, cause Dougie was supposed to be flying out anyway, so she was supposed to be leaving. So I'm gonna give you a little time with your friend before she leaves. So I go to Liz's house. When I'm at Liz's house, I'm telling Liz about the weekend. Like, I let her know about me, Marlon and Dougie, and like what we did and all of that. And she was shocked. But she was here for it, because she said she was just happy that I'm out having a little fun and just letting everything go. But I was telling her, I was like, I'm starting to really like him. Like, really like him. He's so sweet, he's so attentive, and it's just like he always just wants to help me. Like, all the little small stuff, he's constantly helping me. I'm like, and he cooks for me, and he runs me bath water and gives me a bath. So I'm like, I've never had a man run me bath water. I'm like, yeah, the bear did it, but it wasn't how Marlon did it. How Marlon did it is he'll cook me dinner, and while I'm eating dinner, because we always ate together and watched TV, but he would finish before me, because I'm a slow eater. I am a slow eater, and I get full fast. So he would always finish before me. So when he would get finished with his meal, he would go in the bathroom, run me a bath, and by the time I'm finished with my meal, we go in the bathroom. He would help me undress. He got the candles lit and everything, and while I'm in the tub, he's giving me a back rub. So I'm just like, I ain't never had a man do nothing like that for me before. So I'm just like, yo, I'm a little sprung. I'm like, I like Marlon. My friend was just like, look, Liz was just like, look, don't rush into anything. Just have fun. I said, I'm having fun. I'm not saying that is my boyfriend. That's just my man friend. She was like, all right, just keep it that way. You don't need to get into a relationship. I'm all for you having fun, but don't get into no relationship. Not right now. Just have fun. Just have fun with it. Just let it flow. Let it flow. I was like, but I think it could possibly be something a little bit more, but I don't know, because he got this thing going on with his ex in Africa, with all of that. Liz like, wait, look, stop. You're doing it. Stop overthinking it. just let it happen. Just have fun with it. This does not have to be your boyfriend. Just let it just have fun with it. So I'm just like, all right, okay. And then Marlon ended up calling me while I was over there, and he was just like, hey babe, I just wanted to let you know that Dougie's flight was delayed, so she's gonna be here a little bit longer. What you doing? I was like, well, me and I said I'm still at Liz's house. And he was just like, oh, okay, are you coming over tonight, or are you staying at Liz's house? And I looked at Liz. She was like, just go. I was like, I can come over if you want me to come over. He was like, yeah, come over. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. I was like, no, let me cook for y'all tonight, because you're always cooking. I'm like, you ain't never let me cook. He was like, can you cook? I'm like, I can cook. Right? The fact that you asked me, can I cook? I grew up with my grandma. Like, and everybody know Florine Smith knew how to throw down in the kitchen. So yes, I know how to cook. He was like, okay, we'll see. I was like, I'm gonna go pick up some stuff, and then I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna cook for y'all. It's like, okay. So I finished up like my time with Liz, and I told her I was gonna like catch up with her later. I let her know that Jackson was supposed to be coming back next weekend, and that's also the weekend I have Carter. So I was just like, since I'm gonna have the kids back, I'm gonna be staying at the house. like I'm gonna be staying at the house. And she was just like, okay, well, just remember, it's on the market, so it could sell fast, but I'm gonna let you know if it sells, and then, you know, y'all can just come over here. And I was like, okay, all right, cool. So went over to Marlon's house, cooked dinner for him and Dougie, me and Dougie. We sat down, ate, we talked a little bit more, you know, got to know each other a little bit more, just like a little bit of bonding. And then we fell asleep, and in the middle of the night, Dougie, she left and got on her flight and left. Marlon took her to the airport. So the next morning, I woke up, went to work. I'm at work just straight cheesing. Like, I'm just smiling ear to ear, and my coworkers looking at me like, Key, you glowing. I was like, no, not. And my friend Sophia, she was like, oh no, Key, you glowing. She's from Venezuela, so the accent, my bad. I ain't mean nothing by it, but that's how she sounded. But I was just like, no, I'm not. And they was like, it was kind of like a elementary school thing, when they were just like, oh, Key got a man, he got a man. And I'm sitting up there all shy, like, no, I don't. Stop saying that. I ain't got a man. That's just my man friend. That's all. That ain't no boyfriend. And then here come Liz. Like, Liz is like my big sister, because Liz is a little bit older than me. She's like my big sister. So she hear all of this, and she come in like, that is not her boyfriend. She just having fun. You gonna continue having fun. That is not your boyfriend. I'm like, I know, that's just my man friend. She was very adamant about telling me that was not my boyfriend. That's my friend. Slow down. That's your friend, okay? And I'm just like, okay, all right. So I'm sitting up there, and I'm just like, I'm geeking. And of course, Marlon's texting me, asking me about my day and this and that. And we just going back and forth. And I'm just like, ooh, like a little schoolgirl. Because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm having so much fun. He's so sweet. He always checking on me. He always making sure I'm good. And then he asked me, he was just like, are you going to go back to school? Remember you said you wanted to go back to school? And I'm just like, I'm thinking about it. I'm going to think about it. He was like, you should really, really go for it. You only got a semester left. Just go ahead and get it done. I'm like, I'm thinking about it. We're going to see. We'll see. And then it dawned on me. I'm like, he right. I only got a semester left. And if I wasn't with Darian, I would have been had my degree. So I'm just like, yo, this is the perfect time to like just go ahead and knock it out. And then I'd be able to tell Darren, like, yeah, nigga, that's why I got my degree without your ass. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I get online, re-register for school. Boom. I'm just like, I'm in there. So I go and try to fill out my I went and did my financial aid and everything. And I'm just like, all right, I'm finna start back school. I'm like, there we go. So I go and I talk to my boss at the end of the day, because mind you, I was still at work. So at the end of the day, I talked to my boss, and I was like, hey, Dr. Minocha, I just re-registered for school, and I just want to let you know that if they don't offer my classes on online or in the evening, I may have to do like I used to do and take a class during lunch. Will that be okay? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll be able to handle you being gone during lunch hour. I'm like, okay, good. It's like, it's just gonna be like how it was the last time I was here when I was going to school. It'll be from 11 to 11:50. So that means I would have to leave at like 10:50 here to get there, because the school was literally 7 minutes from the job. So I could literally leave at 10:50 and get to the school and in the class by 11 o'clock, and then leave there at 11:50 or a little bit before, because sometimes you get out a little bit before, and then hit back to the job. Sometimes my lunch ran over like a few minutes over that hour, but it didn't matter. I was getting hella overtime, so it really didn't matter to me. So that was fine. He said that was fine. I got the green light from that. I was just like, yo, I was geeking. I was happy. So I get back. I get off work. I call Marlon. I'm just like, hey, where you at? He said, oh, I'm just getting off. Go to the house. Go to the house. I'm like, we can go out. Like, we'll go out and get some dinner. And I was just like, all right, cool. So I get off. I go to his house, and I'm sitting there. Mind you, we left the key on the mat. So I go lift the mat, get the key. Because even though he gave me the key, I still felt like I shouldn't have a key. Because we going on the second week of knowing each other. So I'm like, I felt like I shouldn't have a key. But yeah, so I go there. He's not there yet. And I'm looking around, and it's like, it's a little dirty in there. So I just instantly go to clean it. Because that's just me. It's like, it felt like, I didn't feel like, oh, I'm coming home to decompress. It felt like, oh, I'm coming here and it looks like this. I cannot decompress with it looking like that. So I need to clean up so I can decompress. So I cleaned up. And by the time I was done, he was home. And he looked around. He was just like, did you clean up the house? I'm like, yeah. He was like, damn, I love you.